And good morning, everybody! This is GGFan bringing you the game of the day. Yesterday, I uploaded my game against Borear. Borear issued me an open challenge. I barely won in a close encounter. It was a lot of fun. I'm still using Elemental Assault, which is a team that has a core of Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, the legendary birds are in the spotlight once again. This is a high-octane team. Everything sans Snorlax has a decent critical hit rate, but it's very hard to switch into attacks. Nonetheless, I'm trying to make it work, having a good time, and today I have a real treat for you. I'm up against a player who was very high on ladder, somewhere in the top 20. I was surprised to get somebody so high on the ladder considering my score, but this person has a score of well over 1500. Let's see how I fare on high ladder with Elemental Assault. Let's get on with it. So, we both lead Jinx. It's a Jinx Ditto. Unfortunately, I lose the speed tie, which is a big problem because nothing I have on this team can handle Jinx's attacks. Tauros takes a ton of damage. Snorlax doesn't take Blizzard very well. And two of the three legendary birds are weak to ice. Articuno takes neutral damage. So I'm resigned to stay in and hope that I wake up. The Jinx reveals Body Slam. Always brings a smile to my face. Body Slam Jinx is something I created over 20 years ago, back when Body Slam could paralyze normal types. I used Body Slam Jinx a lot. For example, if the opponent led Starmie, I'd put the Starmie to sleep and then I would paralyze the incoming Snorlax or Chansey. It made a resurgence not too long ago. Here it puts in work against my Jinx. I'm hoping to wake up as well as avoid paralysis. I don't wake up. I wake up here, and Body Slam doesn't paralyze me. Then I win the Ditto. Very, very lucky here. 4% land sleep. I switch into Tauros to pressure the Jinx. In comes Chansey. This kind of surprised me as well. Sing. I was expecting Thunder Wave. I'm actually very happy to be put to sleep because Jinx, being at 4%, is ideal sleep bait. Moreover, Jinx has already landed sleep. It's done its job. It can take a nap. Now I have to switch out. I go to Zapdos, take the Ice Beam. I'd rather get Ice Beam than Thunder Waved. I was expecting Thunder Wave here. Instead, I take the Ice Beam. I get to paralyze Chansey. Lucky full paralysis. In comes Snorlax and a lucky critical hit Drill Peck. Getting some decent RNG here. Now Snorlax is at 61%, so a critical hit Thunderbolt will kill it. I go for it, I don't get it, and Snorlax uses self-destruct. We both go down. Nonetheless, I feel like I'm in a decent position so far. I've got Snorlax and comes Executor. I switch into Moltres. Since Jinx is already asleep, I'm not afraid of Sleep Powder. No special drop. The opponent decides to sacrifice Jinx. I feel like maybe this was a bit of a misplay, as Moltres has agility most of the time. I certainly do. I set up, now I'm faster than everything the opponent has. Fire Blast finishes off the Jinx. I click on Fire Spin. It's not the most accurate move in the world. It's only 70% accurate. Nonetheless, it's definitely my best option here. I'm hoping not to miss. I get some free damage on Zapdos now. 1, 2. Only a 2-turn Fire Spin. I do it again, I don't miss. 5%, not bad, decent damage. Here I get greedy. I should have clicked on Fire Blast. There was no reason to try again. All I have to do now is put the Zapdos into Hyper Beam range. So this was a greedy Fire Spin. I don't get it. Big Thunderbolt, I survive. Fire Blast connects. Zapdos goes down to 40%. This is perfect. Hyper Beam is now guaranteed to kill. Moltres goes down. In comes Tauros. Unfortunately, I miss Hyper Beam. Can't complain too much. I got the lucky full paralysis on Chansey, the Drill Peck crit. So I had my RNG. I do miss the Hyper Beam, unfortunately. Get paralyzed. Zapdos lands a big critical hit Thunderbolt, but luckily I do kill the Zapdos. So I went from being in a commanding position to this game still being winnable for the opponent. Executor finishes off the Tauros. I go to Articuno. Now, I'm expecting Explosion, so I click on Agility. And that's exactly what happens. I've got Agility set up. I use Agility to outspeed the Tauros. This forces the opponent to go into Chansey. Whereas, had I clicked on Blizzard and played for the Critter Freeze, I don't get it. Executor uses Explosion, then goes to Tauros and finishes me off. But since I've got Agility set up, I'm faster. Here I'm hoping for good luck. That's a good start. Full paralysis. I want a critical hit Blizzard and a full paralysis. I get neither. Chansey soft boils up. I get one more shot. Nothing. I get paralyzed. I miss another Hyper Beam. 2 Hyper Beam misses in a row. Down to 20%. But this time I land a timely, clutch, critical hit Hyper Beam. A game-saving critical hit. Very lucky here. Down goes Chansey. Articuno dies. That's fine. At this point, all I need to win is to avoid freeze or a critical hit Hyper Beam. Blizzard. No freeze. Body Slam. I have self-destruct. Opponent makes a misplay here. Maybe they were tilting or not paying attention. I would have clicked on Blizzard. Snorlax was at 82%. I don't remember. Would a critical hit Hyper Beam kill? I'm gonna say, yeah, maybe. Either way, Body Slam was the worst possible move they could have done. Here, in this case, you got to click on Blizzard or Hyper Beam. I was very happy. I was elated to see the Body Slam. I click on Self-Destruct, and I win with nothing left standing but a Jinx at 4% of its health. The only Pokemon left standing. My game against Borear was very close. This game was even closer. So I've been having a ball with this team, Elemental Assault. Been having a great time. I will play with this team a few more times, see how I fare, see if I can get my ladder score up to maybe 1,300. That'd be a good goal, a very tenable goal with this team. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed this game. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye, everybody.